Good morning, it's Friday, February 16th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals are higher after yesterday's snapback rally. You got April gold up $4 at 2019. March silver up 12 cents, 23.08. March copper up 4 at 380. And April platinum down 4 at 900. That March palladium at 950 unchanged on the day. So looking at some things here. We do have this kind of snapback rally going on in the silver and also in the copper market. And really, it's China. They're coming back and they are out of this holiday season that they're in. They generally take the first week off for this new lunar year. So we monitor some of the data that comes out. It's not necessarily posted economic data, but it's things like travel, which has been picking up. We saw a 61% rise in rail traffic. Also, the consumer is starting to spend. So they're coming out of this slightly deflationary environment into a small reflationary environment at the moment. Remember, China is very important for a rally to happen in the copper and in the silver market. They are large buyers of both. They are the number one consumer of copper globally. So you look at some other things here. You look at the data and the way we snapped back here yesterday. Really, it looks like we saw weaker retail sales, but we saw a labor market that's flat. However, we are seeing some signs of cracks in the labor market. Every place you're hearing of is laying off 500 people here, 10% of the workforce here, a few thousand here. So there are some cracks in there. However, the economy as a general is very strong. So the question is do we need rate cuts in order to rally, or is the anticipation enough? If you don't get the present for your birthday, maybe you'll get it for Christmas. So really, it's the back half of the year where we expect those interest rate cuts to happen. But the markets tend to front run it. So you got the dollar index correcting from overbought territory. You got 2-year treasury yields also coming off just a bit. And you have gold rejecting that price trade below the 2,000 mark. I really think below 2,000 is your next area where you're going to want to pick up some of that gold if it's appropriate for your current investing strategy. Silver, I'm looking at something around 22.50 or lower on the March contract, but we'll have to readjust those models for the May. You look at the copper market, I do believe that the rally was quite of a bit of a snapback, but I do think if you come back down and you go into the low 370s, the high 360s, I think those are some places where you look to add to those positions. Now, looking at year-to-date performance and week-to-date performance, palladium was one of the best performing commodities. Platinum was also up there. Same thing with copper and silver, up a couple percent. You do have the gold market down about 1% because of the fact that we had the hotter CPI data and that gold-silver ratio had corrected from 92 down to about 87. Now, looking at economic data here today, we've got a whole nother laundry list of different things. We've got housing starts, we got building permits, we got PPI final demand, we've got X-Food and X-Energy PPI, and then you have Fed Vice Chair of Supervision Barr will speak at 8:10 a.m. You got University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment. You also have University of Michigan 5-year and 10-year inflation expectations. I'll be watching that one. And then San Francisco Fed President Daly will speak. I'll be watching that one as well. If you got any questions, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck. Good trading.